the fact that it's a rights offering, it means that it is not given out to every investor in the market, meaning not everyone can avail of this. The only people who can avail of the SRO basically are people who own shares of the particular company who would do the SRO as well. It's not something that's mandatory. You have the right to exercise it, meaning you have the right to buy it based on this number of shares, based on this price. But aside from it being a right, you also have the option not to take it. So meaning, if the deal is not so good for you and you think it's not something that will make you it's not something that will make you money later on, then you can opt not to go for the deal as well. In this video, let's talk about the stocks rights offering. What is it? What are the pros and cons of it? Should you avail of it? What happens when a stock rights offering would happen? That and more in this video. So check this video out. I'm gonna make this video generally first so that this can be a reference for all of the other SROs in the future. So basically, what is an SRO? An SRO is a stocks rights offering. So the fact that it's a rights offering, it means that it is not given out to every investor in the market, meaning not everyone can avail of this. The only people who can avail of the SRO basically are people who own shares of the particular company who would do the SRO as well. So basically, SRO is basically this. The company will sell shares at a specific price only to the shareholders. But here's the thing. It's the amount that you can buy is only in proportion to the amount of shares that you have as well. So it's prorated. You cannot buy more than what you can want. Unlike in the open market, if you go into the open market, you can buy whatever shares that you want and whatever amount that you want at what price that you want. For an SRO, it's different. For in an open market, you can buy as much shares and you can buy at the price that you want to bid for and wait for it to get hit. But for an SRO, they have already a fixed amount where it will be bought at. For an SRO also, it's limited based on the number of shares that you can buy as well. So that's one. So number two, as what I've mentioned, since it's only available for current shareholders of the company, you have to be qualified to be able. You have to be a qualified shareholder to be able to buy from it. They have specific periods that you have to be a shareholder by this date for this to be extended to you and for you to be able to qualify and avail of it. Because an SRO also, they have like a deadline, meaning you can only avail of this up until this period of time. After that, it's done already. And please remember this, since it's a stocks rights offering, you have two options, meaning it's not something that's mandatory. You have the right to exercise it, meaning you have the right to buy it based on this number of shares, based on this price. But aside from it being a right, you also have the option not to take it. So meaning, if the deal is not so good for you and you think it's not something that will make you money later on, then you can opt not to go for the deal as well. So ganun lang yung technique dun, no. Then the technique and the narrative is, you look at the price. People will always say that, is it cheap to buy at an SRO? Always, most of the time, they will, since it's only given out to shareholders, normally it's lower than what the market price is. So people will say, so since it's lower, should you buy it? The answer to that is this: it will always go back on valuations. You have to know what the valuations of the company is. If the market price is 2 pesos, they're selling it for someone is selling it for 1.8, the value is 1.5, then it's overvalued, then it's not worth buying. If the market price is 2, they're selling it for 1.8, the fair value is 3 pesos, then it's something worth buying because it's undervalued. So it does not excuse you still. You still need to look at the fundamentals, and you still need to know also if the company is undervalued. You don't just go for every SRO that happens, because it will always come back to buying a good company that's growing, that's undervalued. It does not matter if they sell it to you at a lower price than the market value, but if the company is not doing so well, then it might not be a good company for you to invest in and to add more shares. So that's basically it. It's not always a good deal. It will always go back to what the company is, what the growth is, and what the valuations is, for you to be able to figure out if it's something worth buying for you for the long term. So yun. Why do companies go into SROs? They basically go into SROs for one reason, since they're selling the shares to you, they get to raise cash. And that's the advantage of companies in the stock market. Please remember this. They don't just make money during IPOs. People always think that companies, after doing the IPOs, that's the only time they start making money. Everything else, they won't be able to earn anymore after the IPO. The IPO gives them access, and the IPO gives them the ability to be in the market already. Not that if they want to raise capital later on again at another period of time, then they can start raising money again because they're already in the market. The access to raising the funds is much easier as well. So just to sum it up, why are SROs done? SROs are done for companies to raise money. If they want to get additional sources of cash and of cash, they can do the SRO. Now, SRO, again, you have the ability to exercise your right and to get more shares, but you also have the ability not to take it. If it's not a good deal for you, you don't have to take it. If it's the company is overvalued, if the company is still expensive, if the company is not growing, then you don't have to add more into a company that's not doing so well. The thing about that though is this also: if you do not exercise your right, it means the other shareholders will be exercising theirs. If some exercise, if some would exercise their rights, it means that your position will be diluted. Meaning, in a pizza, your slice in the pizza will be relatively smaller compared to other people owning the pizza as well. So that's basically it. Now let's look at the Cemex deal. So I'm just gonna look at my notes. I already wrote it down here. But basically, this is a disclosure from today. No, please be informed that the Philippine Stock Exchange Index has approved the application of Cemex Holdings Philippines Incorporated from listing additional shares of 8,293,831 8,293,831,169 common shares covering the company's stock rights offering. So basically, the money that they will raise is the number of shares that's sold. In this example, it's over 8 billion. The offer price is 1.54. So do the math: 1.54 multiplied by 8.2. That's how much money they will raise from that offering. The offer period is January 20 to 24. So it's Jan 15 already. It will happen in the next few days. Then after that, it's just like an IPO. There will be a listing ceremony for it. So mag-IPO yan. The new shares will be listed March 4. So the subscription basically is 1.5963 rights for every common share held as of record date. So meaning, for those who were able to qualify as of the record date, you have the ability to exercise 1.5963 rights for every one share that you have as well. So ganun din yung game. The more shares you have the ability to also get more and exercise more as well. So the latter part of the message was just basically the way you can avail it. The way for you to avail it is basically from your broker. You just have to click about it, then you have to fund it, then it's done. Then by the listing date, syempre they will deduct, similar to a normal IPO, they will deduct money from you based on the amount that you wanted to subscribe for. They will deduct the money. After deducting the money from you, on the listing date come March, the shares will come live and you will be the owner of the shares. So basically it's that. It's companies raising money. Cemex probably needs more money to fund whatever operations that they have or whatever debt that they have as well. It's an easy access for them, but in the same way, it dilutes current investors if they don't, for those who would not want to proceed and pursue getting the additional shares as well. So ayun, I hope you guys got a lot from this. Please remember, SROs are common. It's been happening in the market over and over and over. It's a good way for them. It's a good way for companies just to basically raise money for them to be able to get a shot and a sense of earning more or raising additional capital via its shareholders and via the capital market. Please remember, stock market is still a capital market. It's ways for companies for them to be able to raise additional capital as well. So there. If you're asking me if it's something that you should get into, it goes back to what I said, particularly for Cemex. You have to follow what the fundamentals are telling you. You have to follow what the company is also telling you. If you believe Cemex will do well, if you believe the fundamentals of the company is going to do well, then it puts you in a position to add more. If you don't believe that it's a good company, then you don't have to add into it as well. One thing that I'd like to share though is the stock price as of today is 1.57. The offering is 1.54. So there isn't much of a discount. It's not a very far discount compared to you buying it from the market as compared to you getting subscribing for the SRO as well. So Ganon, you just have to decide based on that. Is it a very, very good discount? Is the discount far enough? Is the discount big enough? Is there an advantage for me buying the SRO and subscribing to the SRO that I'll get a larger amount of discount from it as well? So those are the considerations you need to make. The growth of the company, is it undervalued? Are they giving you a large amount of discount based on the SRO that they are giving? So that's basically it. Did you guys get anything from this? If you guys have any questions, particularly about SROs, comment them below, and I'll try to make another follow-on video about SROs as well. Again, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep on adding more basic content for you guys so that you get to at least analyze whatever's happening in the market with confidence, because that's the only way you win. You know what you're getting into. You don't have to be an expert, but at least you get to know, so that your decision to buy the SRO is based on the data, not on what you feel, not on what's sold to you, not on what other people will tell you, but particularly based on how you would analyze the stock as well. And that's the whole goal of this channel, and that's why I keep doing daily videos as well. So I guess that's it. If this is something that's helping you, super, super, super appreciate if you would like it. It helps promote and allows more people also to get to know more about my channel as well. And I do hope that for those who are watching this, you believe in the advocacy of having Filipinos learn more about finance. And I really believe that YouTube is a free way for people to learn about it, and that's one of the primary reasons why I do this, because I really believe not everyone will attend seminars, not everyone will buy books, but somehow it's my way also of giving back and giving free content to a lot of people who want to learn and want to consume via YouTube and via online. And there, for those naman who want to learn via seminars, all of the links for my seminars are below. February, I've been saying this over and over, but I've found out that it helps people remember if you say it. February, Taiwan; March, Manila; April, London; May is Singapore and Doha; June is Auckland; July is Sydney; then November is Tokyo and Dubai. So all of the seminars in there. If you want to order via Shopee for my books, it's also down below. And I guess that's it. I wanted to end sana with something very inspiring. I wanted to end with a quote, pero wala akong mahugot ngayon. But I just wanted to say this. We're at the start of the year. I don't know where your portfolio's at already, how the volatility has taken it. But you deserve better. Filipinos deserve better, and you deserve to also have a better life as well. But here's the thing. People always think that having a better life, starting a business, investing, it will be rosy. Please remember, the path to financial freedom is not easy. Because if it was so easy, then everyone would have done it. Because if it was so easy, then everyone would be financially free. But it doesn't work that way. Financial freedom, the path towards financial freedom is not easy. But you have to love the process. That's why I've been harping on, you have to love what you do. And for some people, it may not be investing in the stock market. But for those of you who love investing in the stock market, you have to love every breathing moment of it. Because that's what's going to make the journey amazing. That's what's going to help you win. That's how you get to be, that's how you'll be able to transcend no matter how hard things get as well. So I guess that's it for now. This is me creating videos just to help elevate you guys and take you to a higher place also in terms of knowledge and understanding. So this is Marvin Gerbo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market, about investing. I create daily videos to one goal, just to educate you so that you can reach your goals of financial freedom, so that you can live life at its fullest, so that you can live and do things that you want when you want. And I really believe that the stock market is one of the best ways for you to be able to achieve that. It's one of the greatest assets for you to be able to live and hit your goals as well. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe, and stay till the end so you get a lot of this video.